Hi, everybody. This is Sophia Mona Lisa of the Golden Ray Center and the Rose Wheel Mystery School, and I am bringing you the overview of the incredibly powerful uh, activation ceremony that we held today, and the incredible messages that came through. Carol from Isis, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua was there. The Pleiadians and the Lemurians showed up. So this is just an overview of what we discussed today prior to the actual ceremony. So the ceremony took place at the Venus Temple in Rennes-le-Chateau, and the Venus Temple guardians of this particular temple are les royautés de la rose, the rose royalty. Now, this is a kind of a map. Oops, sorry, got ahead of myself. A map of what that landscape Venus temple looks like. And you can see here that Rennes-le-Chateau is on one of the points of the pentagram for this Venus temple. Now, the work that we did was actually anchored here, right here in the center of the Venus temple. And this point is called La Pique. So that's where the work that we did in the activation ceremony was grounded and anchored. So this is where we are. Oops, sorry, I'm having problems with my fine motor skills as usual. It's been a trying day. This is where we are in the ascent journey. We started this journey last January with the descent journey, and now we've been working on the ascent journey, the third phase of the 4 phases of the Venus synodic cycle. But this ceremony is related to the Venus gate activation that took place on July 20th. This activation activated the soul star chakra. This chakra is known as the portal of ascension, and through this gateway, we have access to the crazed frequencies and the spiritual gifts of Ananda consciousness, which is bliss. And as you see here, the 11th strand of DNA was brought online. Now, next month, we will be in the 4th and final phase of this particular Venus synodic cycle for the Capricorn sovereignty goddess. And the metamorphic seed point will be happening on August 13th, which is when we will bring online that 12th strand of DNA. In our ceremony, we use the quantum crystal quartz technology that we have available to us, and we describe how this technology works. This is a Vogel crystal, but you can use any quartz crystal. And we describe how through this divine love frequency, which is the manifestation of the sacred union between Christ, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and Sophia, Mother, Daughter, Holy Soul, we have the divine love frequency manifestation. And in the crystal, we've got the Christ end, which is the yang end, and the Sophia end, which is the sacred feminine end. And where the angles of these two ends cross over each other, there you have what's called a convergence point that accesses the singularity point of the quantum field. We call it the eye of the crystal. And when you pulse this, you activate the divine love frequency. So we talk about that, and we actually utilize this quantum crystal quartz technology in our ceremony. So these are the aspects that were in the sky on July 20th for this portal of ascension activation. And what's super spectacular about this activation is that the gate activation, which is represented by the moon and Venus conjunction, was a part of not only a yod, it was the apex of the yod, but also a point in a grand fire trine, which included the North Node, the galactic center, and of course, Sarah as the daughter of Yeshua and Magdalene, representing the DNA that we carry, indicating that we are Christed beings. Now, essentially, in terms of an over theme for this gate activation, through the yod, we are pulling in intense energies from our inner realm to open our heart spaces or expand our heart spaces for this, what I call compassionate heart space, which is a part of the 3D heart field, consciousness field, to be more fully calibrated to the 5D heart consciousness field that I call the awakened divine heart. And through the grand fire trine, we are being shown that this is the time that humanity is stepping into the Christ race, and that the awakened divine heart is available to us as Christed beings. So we've got a lot of fire energy here between the grand fire trine and the gate activation being at 28 degrees of Leo. And all of this fire is indicating the full-on momentum that is fueling this evolutionary impulse in terms of humanity stepping into Homo Luminous as the Christ race. That grand fire trine is also related to this bonfire card of the horse medicine. And I was told that this medicine is actually going to be the foundational piece for the Leo goddess journey, this new 19-month synodic cycle that we are stepping into next month. So here's a little bit of information about the bonfire wisdom in terms of the gift, the challenge, the keywords, and the concepts. And I did share even more information about this horse medicine in the ceremony. So the next activation is the 12th strand of DNA. As I said, that'll happen on August 13th, next month, at the metamorphic seed point. This metamorphic seed point is when Venus and Sun come together in the underworld, the metamorphic underworld. And this is when the Capricorn sovereignty goddess becomes the Leo divine royalty goddess through that alchemical process. And in the full video before we step into ceremony, we talk a lot about alchemy and how significant it is to this journey. We are actually going to be doing our week-long conscious equal partnership with the Leo royalty goddess next month from the 13th through, I think it's the 19th or 20th. We'll be doing that here in Central Florida. It is an immersive breath retreat where we will be doing 10 breath sessions to embody and integrate the 10 strands of DNA that we've already brought online. Carol, my co-facilitator, will be here bringing through all kinds of channeled messages from the sacred feminine, and our intention is to be able to record those messages. So the replay for this ceremony and all future galactic New Earth project ceremonies, and the replays for all of those sacred feminine messages from this week of the conscious equal partnership with the Leo royalty goddess can be accessed on my Patreon account, the Rosewell Mystery School. There'll be a link in the description box below. And these videos are available at the tier 2 and tier 3 membership level only. So if you would like to become a patron to be involved in the Galactic New Earth Project, please join as a tier 2 member. If you are already one of my beloved patrons at the first tier and would like to step into co-participation with the Galactic New Earth Project, I invite you to upgrade your membership to tier 2. So that's all I have for you today. This was an incredibly, transformative experience. And I thank all of the priestesses that showed up for this work. I thank Carol for sharing her amazing gift with us. And most especially, I thank Isis, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, and all the other galactic beings that were present for us and supporting us in this process. So I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.